What's up, guys? It's Lauren from Soundchecks to Stage Dives, and we caught up with the amazingly talented Axel Thesleff at Soulfest. He talks to us about the evolution of his sound, new YouTube projects, and even some brand new music. Some of the special clips that you'll see in our interview are taken directly from Axel's YouTube performances, so make sure that when you're done watching this interview, you go over to his page and like and subscribe. And while you're at it, make sure you like and subscribe to ours too. And make sure you stick around till the end of the interview so that you can see what question we asked that made Axel give us this response.
Well, that's an interesting question.
Before we jump into the interview, who is Axel Thesleff and why is he a must-see artist? Axel Thesleff is a Finnish-born musician and producer. Although he doesn't feel bound by genre, Axel's music is widely considered EDM. His music journey began around 2000 with classical piano lessons. As his appreciation for the digital side of music production grew, he taught himself Ableton Live and got serious about audio engineering. Citing influences like Sigur Rós, Radiohead, and Aphex Twin, Axel developed his own style that stems from diverse musical tastes. Once Axel released Bad Karma in 2014, his music became recognizable around the world, gaining tens of millions of streams online. Even with all the success of Bad Karma, Axel continues to push himself to innovate, discover, and develop his sound. His curiosity and experimental spirit make him the incredible musician that he is today.
Thank you so much for having us. How are you doing?
I'm really good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got to catch your set earlier. It was absolutely incredible. For those of you who don't know, Axel plays several instruments. So would you mind just telling us a little bit about some of the instruments you play?
Yeah, I play like the guitar was kind of like the first addition I brought to my DJ set when I started playing. And then I kind of like thought maybe I could play the drum pad also. And then at some point I just kind of like morphed into completely the live playing live, just live instruments, and not DJing or doing any controlling, And then when I came in 2019 to the US to tour with Closey and Beats and Teak, then I was like, okay, now I need something special.
Yeah.
And then I brought the mallet also into the show, which is like a kind of like a telephone, but it works electronically, so I can play like my own sounds from the songs. And it was like a natural progression because it's like a combination of the keyboard and the drum pad. Next step for the live show to combine the two. So yeah, it's those three instruments.
Axel's been working on a project called Hangar Live.
Yeah, we filmed a live show when I'm playing all these instruments, and we did it in this abandoned airplane hangar for small airplanes.
Yeah.
But it's like a huge, hall. And we also shot a music video in there for my song Cry, and where I'm also singing. So that was interesting, like, kind of expansion to like also use my own voice. And, but yeah, we also combined filming a live show in that same hangar, and we did it over like a couple of days, just like filming from every angle. And I played the set so it flows.
Axel's attention to detail isn't only found in his music. When shooting music videos, he focuses on the small things that can make a huge impact for the viewer.
But it's all from like different angles on different days or like moments of the day. So when it goes to drums, it's like nighttime. But then when I play the mallet, it's more like a gray, like kind of white light coming from the windows.
I love that.
Hangar Live is the newest in a series of live performances that began during COVID.
We also did Arena Live, which was the first one during COVID, where I played in a ice hockey arena, and it was because of COVID, it was like empty. So there were no events, so people could do it like live streams and videos in there. So we took the opportunity and filmed there. And then also during COVID, we went to up north in the northern Finland where it's like mountainous, and we filmed on top of a small mountain there during the midsummer when the sun doesn't set, in Finland. Mm-hmm. So you can just see the sun transitioning from sunset to sunrise. And that was like what we did during that. We also did a live show at the archipelago between an island called Åland between Sweden and Finland. And there's like a huge archipelago with, I think, hundreds of thousands of islands. It's like one of the biggest archipelagos in the world with like a lot of tiny islands.
Oh, that's amazing.
So the Hangar Live was like latest in the series, but we always like do this nature kind of like or cinematic type of live shows. Yeah. And I would love to do the next one somewhere here in the US because it's just such a beautiful nature over here.
Definitely very different from Finland, right?
Yeah, you have everything from the desert to the mountains and everything.
Very true. Just, depending on where you want to go, you can find it all.
Yeah.
Axel is currently touring and tells us about his canceled set at Texas Eclipse.
Well, it was really cool to be there and still experience the whole festival. Apparently they had some, crazy weather warnings, and they worked with like the weather authorities, and it's a hard decision
always
to do that, because do you want to risk people's safety, and because no one can tell what happens in the future. So I think it was the right move.
I agree.
I was happy to be there, and of course I was bummed out to not play at the event, but I got to see the eclipse anyway, and it was a great experience. And maybe they do the next eclipse in Spain where it's the next eclipse. So Eclipse Spain, I'm already.
Let's make it happen, guys. Eclipse Spain. I need everyone on board with it. Let's make it happen.
Axel played an amazing set at Soulfest and has even more shows coming up.
Well, I'm playing Lucidity Festival in June in California, Santa Barbara, I think.
Beautiful place.
And I played 2 sets there. I played both DJ and the live because I kind of do both. So it's going to be nice to highlight that. And also I'm playing with Future Primitive in Denver in June also, and I have a bunch of other dates coming up.
New shows often means new music. Axel tells us what's coming up next.
Yeah, I have a lot of new music coming up. Album coming up actually, which we are probably gonna release next year. I have another album also in the bank, which is a cool collaboration with the singer. So that's coming up like a year after that, maybe. So I have like a lot of stuff lined up. But yeah, next year, new album, and I'm really stoked for it. And I'm sure a lot of the old school, Axel Thesleff fans that Bad Karma and Two Worlds EP are gonna really like this one as well. But I'm also like bringing everything I've learned from my past 10 years of making music, kind of like consolidating it all into one sound. And I'm also using my own voice more. So I'm super stoked for that.
Obviously, we are huge fans of your music, and we really appreciate the way you mentioned how your sound is constantly evolving, whether it's different instruments, utilizing your voice, changing. Now it sounds like we're kind of putting it all together.
We even had a little time to play a quick game of Pass the Aux.
So in this game, you're asked a question and you respond with a song that you think appropriately answers the question. So my favorite question from the game is, if aliens landed right now and you could only play them one song, what song would you play?
Well, that's an interesting question. I guess, well, the first thing that comes to mind is something from the Beatles, because it's the greatest
No argument here.
So the song Across the Universe comes to my mind. That would be
one.
kind of cool to
I
play
think that's so fitting.
for the
so
aliens
fitting.
to kind of like tell them what we're all about.
Yeah.
Like what's humanity and like just existing, because maybe they can relate to that because they're also some kind of like conscious beings. And from my own catalog, I would maybe play the song Unity to kind of like let them know that, hey,
Beautiful
we want to be one, with you guys.
We come in peace too, right?
Because we're all like life forms, and we can be in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just to like start on friendly terms with them, maybe it's a good idea.
I love it. I think that's the right way to go, in my opinion. Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it, and we're really excited to tell everyone about all the new stuff you've got going on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Axel's YouTube and website are linked in the description down below.